who've gotten pregnant not because they wanted, but because they were forced somehow. What's your take on that kind of, let's say, status when someone is pregnant and they really weren't ready for that? Perhaps it was rape or something of that sort.
Let me maybe begin, if it's okay with you, Gunza, from a place of, sex is not something that happens. I can't be in the studio here, with your wonderful hospitality. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Then I get to the car and I'm nauseous and, I'm feeling funny. And then I go and have a pregnancy test and find that I got pregnant at the studio. You get what I'm saying? So it's actually avoidable.
It doesn't happen through osmosis.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You've got to have sex. Or even if not sex, there's got to be heavy petting, and then maybe the semen gets up there and, gets in there. So it's not something that just happens. Okay? So it is avoidable, and so I go for abstinence. I've got 4 children, amongst them an 18-year-old. His favorite scripture is, I have covenanted with my eyes that I'll not look lustfully at a woman, which we started from when he was about 9 years old. I teach my children abstinence. I explain to them why it's critical not to have sex before marriage. And it's not so that you don't get pregnant. It's the whole, connection that affects you when you get married. It's not God's plan. Now let's go to the one who, could have been passing by here and got raped. I need to say, because I've been accused of being insensitive to that, that I was actually raped at the age of 21.
Yeah.
I was raped in campus. So I speak as, I don't want to call myself a rape victim because I don't think I'm a victim in terms of I got over it, but I have been raped. Let me put it that way. So let me say rape overcomer, So I've been raped. And at that point when I was raped, one of the things I knew was, had I conceived, abortion was not in the picture. I knew it wasn't there because I grew up Catholic, and we were taught from a very tender age, because Catholics are big on just declaring no abortion. So I grew up knowing no matter what happens, if you conceive, it's God's plan for you. It may look wicked or weird, but then think about it. This week I was laughing and crying at the same time during my worship time and saying, God, I never understood why I was raped at the age of 21. It was so difficult to get over. And as at Monday, I was actually pretty emotional about it still, as it went now public. But I was like, all things do work together for good. So here I am today, and I can speak against abortion. And if you ask me, especially the men love to ask that, so because it's coming from you, saying, what do you mean? What if you're raped? And I can say no. Every child has a purpose, even if they come through something as horrible as
even if the mother does not feel like, obviously because as a result of the rape, that she is capable emotionally, mentally, ready to look after the child.
Well, the thing is, there's things that are morally right, legally right, and there's spiritually right. So in this case, if she decides she can't keep a baby and all that, who am I to judge her? I cannot judge anybody. However, when she stands before God, if she has not repented, that is murder.
Okay. Now, you wanted to...
Yeah, because the reason as to why I'm asking that,